Before the JonBenet Ramsey killing, it was the Bennett family murders in Aurora that captured Colorado's attention for years. An unsolved hammer attack on a family in 1984. About halfway through the 3 decades since, investigators indicted a DNA profile, a profile without a suspect name to go along with it. Now, Kevin Vaughn from our 9 Wants to Know team has learned Aurora police finally have their possible suspect. They didn't sleep on this case. Neither did science.
It was January 1984, the dead of winter. A madman was preying on the metro area. 4 attacks in 12 days.
I heard Kim screaming, wake up, there's some man trying to hit us with a hammer.
A couple assaulted as they slept. A brutal rape. A woman raped and beaten to death with a hammer in Lakewood. And then, the attack that decimated a family. Bruce and Deborah Bennett and their daughter Melissa, beaten to death with a hammer. Their younger daughter, Vanessa, horribly injured and left for dead, and loved ones grappling for answers.
Please help find these people so nobody else has to go through this.
Now 9 Wants to Know has learned that police have identified a potential suspect, an inmate in prison in another state. This afternoon I spoke with Constance Bennett, who found the bodies of her son, daughter-in-law, and granddaughters.
It's been my hope that before I die that I can take a look at whoever this monster is, and I don't want to know why, because there's no good in why, but I'd like to know who. So I'm hoping to find out something.
We're continuing to receive telephone tips. We're following up all these leads.
Police have worked this case for 34 years. This afternoon, investigators and prosecutors from multiple agencies met to discuss the next steps in this case. We should note that years ago, police used DNA to link the murders of the Bennetts with the killing of Patricia Smith in Lakewood. The question now is whether investigators have enough evidence to actually file charges, something we may find out Friday, Kyle, when they have a press conference planned.
They set the stage for this moment so long ago, before the science that we're talking about here even really existed.
Yeah, this is about investigators that way back in 1984 did a really good job of preserving evidence, and the advances in technology since then that allowed them to now look at that evidence in ways that couldn't even be imagined then.
As much as this case has us looking back, this case also makes me look forward to wonder what advances will there be on cold cases from 5-10 years ago, and you know that there are dogged investigators who are keeping watch over these.
If you look at DNA just in the last 20 years, you've gone from needing a big spot you could see with the naked eye to being able to get it from a couple of skin cells you cannot even see with a microscope.
All right, interesting break in the case today. Kevin, thank you very much. We'll look for that press conference on Friday.